To start off this video, I'm not saying it's okay to hit people, but I'm just saying there are some moments where I feel like we need to be more understanding. Like, I usually am very much pro violence does not have to be the answer. But boy oh boy can it feel like a pretty damn good solution. Or even if it doesn't resolve shit, it removes stress, so that still helps one way or another. I also believe in equal rights and equal lefts, and don't fucking throw hits that you don't want reciprocated, and a lot more shit. But for the most part, I think it's not good to hit people. It's a thing that you should strive to avoid to do as much as possible. But at the same time, I think there is certain dumb shit that just, like, I'll put it to you like this. If you're the type of nigga that's like, there's Tamia. She's going through a really rough time right now, but she seems to genuinely enjoy my company. Hey Tamia, your tits look uneven. Like, if you try to neg me, you should not be shocked that I'm about to rock your shit. Like, that I beat the ever-loving fucking shit out of you. Like, lock in a sock, fucking watermelon in the thighs level carnage. Because that shit wouldn't fly with a stranger. Why would you think it would work with me? And it's like, how do I put this? If you're trying to go out of your way to try to fuck up my self-esteem or get in my head on some stupid shit, I feel like you deserve whatever's gonna happen to you next. And I'm not talking about banter. Like, how do I put this? There's banter, there's flirting, there's a lot of things, but just straight up negging. Like, the whole point is like, ooh, I'm gonna make someone feel bad. Because nothing scares people who neg like someone who's about to fight. I remember with that guy Alex I liked, he was trying to sexually coerce me and pressure me into sex. And I remember I straight up told him, I'm not quite ready to have sex yet, though I have thought of it with you. Though, although, maybe my mind could be changed. I feel like maybe if you show me a little bit more affection, like for example, hey, can you tell me what you find so attractive about me? I'd like to know. And then this total idiot, he tried to do the most stupid negging tactics ever. He probably thought, yes, Tamia has the type of daddy issues, I bet, that makes her go for older men and seek their attention, so I'm gonna be fucked up because then she's gonna want to fight to win my approval and show that she's worthy with sex if I make her feel unworthy. No, I have the type of daddy issues that makes me see all men as wallets, or at least like most, especially the horny older ones, and also hate men. I'm just fucking with you. I don't hate men. But I do have the daddy issues where I don't hesitate to fight men because it's like I don't like you niggas. I have the type of daddy issues where if you're trying to make my life worse than it already fucking is for no goddamn reason, I'm just going to like put the fucking pause on you. And you don't have to like it, but guess what? You weren't trying to be likable to me. Why should I be likable to you? I have the daddy issues that makes me devalue men. You have to add value to my life. So if you're just trying to go out of your way to be like, oh, well, I've met attractive women before and like trying to be out of pocket, then I'm gonna rock it and sock it. You know what I mean? I scared the shit out of that man. You should have seen me. I just sat on the far end of the couch and was talking to myself like, am I sane enough for this conversation? I'm not sane enough for this conversation. Am I sane enough for this I'm not sane enough for this conversation. He was like, we don't have to have this conversation. Oh, do you want to go home? I said, no, I'm sleeping here. You don't want to go home? No, I'm sleeping here. He was just like, is she said she's refusing to leave my hat? And then I slept on his fucking couch. And then the next morning he just was like, I'm gonna pretend none of that happened last night. And then we had never seen each other again. I love this. Oh my god, why do these smell so good? Here, smell it. It's so good. Why is it so rich? Oh my god. And what sparked this video is I thought of my ex-boyfriend Morgan. His bitch ass. I remember this was one of our most recent meetups. Like, one of the recent times I had seen him, like, within the past, like, month or two. I remember it was after we hooked up. Obviously for money. I don't see that nigga for free. He's terrible. I actually genuinely hate him for a lot of reasons. It's a long story that I'm sure a lot of you know by now. I talk about him quite a bit. It was a year-long relationship. Bite me. Don't fight me. Now, what happened was, after we hooked up or whatever, I asked if I could stop by, like, in and out on the way back to my place. And I said I was going to pay for myself. And I was in the line with him. Obviously, we were just in the car, waiting for the drive-through to pass and the people to come to the window. And he was like, so what do you think you'll get? And I said, oh, I'm probably going to get, like, let's see, probably like a double-double with grilled onions and maybe some animal fries. And yeah, and then a cup of water. And then I think I was like, actually no, just normal thighs. And then he was like, that sounds pretty good. And I said, yeah. Although I am debating on if I want a hot chocolate or not. Mind you, their hot chocolate is the shittiest hot chocolate ever. Sometimes I've gotten an In-N-Out hot chocolate and it's bliss. Other times it's just some underpaid teenager who doesn't give a fuck about life. Just being like, yeah, I'm gonna dump this hot water right on top of this fucking milk powder base and then not stir it. So then you just get cloudy, milky-ish water. And then the bottom is just like a thick layer of like nasty fudge sludge that you can't even access. It's fucking ghetto. But sometimes I still like to gamble with my life and see if I can ever have them make it correctly. And this total asshole, Morgan had no reason to do this shit whatsoever. This nigga gon' look me in the eyes, lean over to me, grab me by my stomach, and mind you, I have an extremely flat fucking stomach, like no pouch or anything. So he had to, and he like really had to dig in and grab that shit. Like he was trying to reach my uterus. And then he wriggled what he could grab around and said, no hot chocolate. I don't remember what I said to him exactly. All I know is I gave him a specific stare, that I'm going to beat your fucking ass if you do anything else stare. And then he had the nerve to be all like as if I was the problem. Like, sir, you want to get fucked up. Because, mind you, I'm paying for it. I'm paying for it. You know? Anyway, let's just say he paid for it. Maybe because he wanted to make it up for me. But, and I don't know. He's a weird guy. He does a lot of stupid shit. But if you're wondering, next time I met up with him, I remember that specifically, I beckoned him over for me to suck his dick, and I said, come here, fatness. You know, like fatness Everdeen. And you should have seen the little sad look he gave him. He got so sad and then waddled his little ass over. Oh, being asshole to Morgan. It's okay to be an asshole to Morgan. He deserves it. I'm just his karma for all the women he's hurt before, including me. I remember I dated this asshole. I don't even want to say his little nickname. He's such an evil man. I dated him when I was like 19, 20. Sir. Sorry, I didn't even say the story yet. I just zoned out for a second. But I remember, in a nutshell, he did try to neg me multiple times. That backfired. He never learned his lesson, though. He's fucking stupid. There's a reason I had to eventually throw hands with this nigga hard right before our relationship fully ended. But I remember at some point, yeah, I was standing across the bedroom, like changing into some clothes and stuff. Like I was changing into one of his shirts. He's smaller than me, and I have pretty big boobs, so I didn't need a bra with his shirts. They fit pretty tight. But this asshole crosses his arms across the room and does this smug little face, and he's like, your boobs look lopsided. And I say, yeah, every single boob is that way. Like, they actually statistically say that the left boob, if I recall correctly, is always going to be just slightly smaller than the other. He tried to be all, well, yeah, but yours are just like, ugh, like they're way uneven, like way, like, ooh, it's just too much. All it took was me looking at him like this and then half stepping his direction, and he was like, oh, no, they look fine, oh yeah, it was just the lighting, they look totally even. You're fucking right, they look even. I'll put it like, how do I put this? I think men need to learn how to talk to women respectfully in a lot of fucking ways. Like, the golden rule for talking to women is that if you ever, like, if you're wondering, oh, is this too perverted to say to a woman, you should ask yourself, would you want Bobo in prison to say that to you when you drop the fucking soap? If that's not something you'd want another man to you to say in a prison cell or in the showers, maybe keep it to yourself. But then, of fucking course, it's like, yeah, okay, so you know not to say that to a stranger. Because a stranger would pepper spray you or call the cops or beat your fucking ass. You just really thought, oh, yes, this girl loves me, and I allegedly love her. I should hurt her. I'm gonna hurt you. Worse. Let's not do that. Because one of us is really fucking good at fighting. But don't worry if you're wondering, oh, to me, that's not fair fighting men. They can't hit back. No, I tell these niggas I'm non binary. Hit me back. I have even encouraged them. I was like, hit me the fuck back. I want you to fucking kill me. They'll be like, no, I'm not doing that. I'll be like, you have to fucking end me or I'm not gonna stop. Anyway, So yeah, sometimes you gotta beat a nigga's ass. That's a problematic opinion of the evening. November 2nd. Amen. Bye.